Good Saturday morning, Looney Tunes fans. It is I, Trevor Thompson, the self-appointed Looney Tunes critic. It is time to watch another Pepe LePew cartoon with my good buddy, Dave Germain. And Dave, did I tell you why I picked this cartoon?
Oh, no, you didn't.
I don't know. I have a strange kinship to this cartoon because of what's the paste up that it's in? It's in
Looney Tunes video show.
Yeah, but it's in one of the paste ups too. It's in one of is it the Daffy Duck's Fantastic Island?
Possibly. I think Pepe LePew had a scene in that.
Yeah.
He wishes into that wishing well, and then probably a clip of this comes up.
No, the majority of the cartoon, if I'm not mistaken, actually, and I'm not. I watched it quite a bit. So this cartoon is emblazoned in my mind, and like this is a
great layout.
Yeah.
Rendering by Maurice Noble.
Yeah, this is
I love this part where
this is when he starts
completely deflates. Yeah.
This is when he starts getting into the co-directing. Of the cartoons. Because it's really just like funny. he was starting to see just how Chuck was working with the staging and the posing and also making use of the ever declining budgets.
Oh yes, that was a big factor.
And and it was really good that they were so clever, and this is what happens.
Yeah, they couldn't afford to put as much movement in, so they had to really I guess push the layouts.
Milk it, yeah.
And the voice acting and the music to compensate for that.
And this is, to me, one of those, an example of one. This is like the second to last Pepe cartoon, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's the very last Pepe LePew.
Oh, it is the last one? Last one?
Yeah, the very last one, yeah. From the original studio, yeah.
Well, I gotta say, man, they sure ended up end on a high note, man. At least there's not like this long history of shitty DePatty Freeling Pepe cartoons.
No.
Where he falls in love with Speedy Gonzalez's wife or something. But yeah, I love this cartoon. In fact, all the cartoons that we did on this commentary, we are on a DVD set now. There's a Pepe set.
Oh yeah.
And
watch them all in order.
I didn't. Yeah, I meant to mention it in the Porky 101 review because people, I needed to mention the comprehensive sets, and there aren't many, and that was one of them. There is a comprehensive Pepe set, and it has a weird title too, like Z Best of Z Best or something, and like ZEE. But yeah,
someone at Warner Merchandising thinks they're funny.
But how great is this though? Logically speaking, like you have Maurice Noble, so we let him loose in an art museum.
Yeah, to let him.
This is what his
own art. Yeah,
this is what I mean when I say like it's not style over substance; it's style and substance.
Yeah, that was probably the reason why they did it in an art museum, so that Maurice Noble could just do his thing.
I love that gag where he actually draws the the dust on him. Mm-hmm. And this part was cut out of the. Whatever I think it was, one of
Fantastic
Island. Yeah. If I'm wrong,
probably for time or didn't go with the story they were doing for that.
Yeah, probably time.
Yeah,
but it's a shame too because I would have loved to have grown up with this whole sequence. Because when I saw it on Nickelodeon for the first time, I saw it in like '88 or something on Looney Tunes on Nickelodeon. When I finally saw this whole sequence, my tension. Like I was in pain for this cat because Pepe is just monologuing, just going on, and I'm feeling that poor cat.
This is a point where Chuck's tendency for like wordiness kind of comes in handy.
Yeah, right.
Pepe's going on and on, but you're laughing at this guy putting up with it.
Yeah, and this is a good restoration too. I have to say this. If you get a copy of the restoration of Daffy Duck's Fantastic Island, usually the compilation film versions look better than the restorations, but I dare say this one's better.
Oh, okay.
And it's usually because these ones are digital restorations, and the ones that are for the old compilation reel cartoons or movies, they're photochemical restorations. And the big difference with photochemical restorations is that they use film grain to get the exact focus, to figure it out. Oh, and if you're using digital as your source and you're doing it digitally, there is no film grain. So sometimes the
not organic.
Right. So sometimes the digital restorations are not as sharp as they could be.
No.
But anyway. And then it cut right back to this, and that's when that's what I remember, is that all of a sudden it just cuts to him running down this. Oh, and this is like some pre Terry Gilliam from Monty Python stuff, because this is like kind of cutout stuff with the paintings.
Oh yeah. Well, this isn't the very first time animation did cutout stuff.
Is it really the first time?
I don't know. Not the first time.
Oh, it's not. Okay, I thought you said there was. But yeah, that's so interesting.
Maybe Terry Gilliam was inspired by this.
He said who it was. I wish I knew, but there was a couple of people that did similar stuff. But yeah, he was definitely influenced by Warner's, and really, who wasn't?
Oh, exactly.
We all were. Touched us all very much. All right, guys, we'll see you next week.